revenues in the next 2 years? Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Thomas. I'm the Director for Sales at Evolve Pack Resorts here in Karnataka itself. We have 3 properties in Karnataka at Coorg, Kabini, and Hampi, and we acquired our first international property in Africa in Botswana. We have a couple of properties in the pipeline as well in Madhya Pradesh and in Bhutan as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Dilip. I'm the Director Sales for Simplutel. We're a technology company and we basically
mix. So why don't we hear from the gentleman from Evolve Back Hospitality?
Yes, thank you. You know, we have like a leisure property like us, quite different from Wyndham and
Sure.
ITC, which has 9,000 properties. We only have 5 properties, but we operate at ADRs of upwards to 40 to 50,000 rupees a night.
And
so,
that makes it even more critical.
yes, so we try not to, I mean, though we're very tech focused, we try not to be overly tech involved. So our business, strategy is kind of static. We announce rates at the beginning of the year. We don't change it for the entire year. So in general jargon, that's static pricing. But we know exactly where our peaks and lows are. And then we know Diwali is going to be high, so we know our prices are high there. So we don't really, as a 5-room, I mean, as a 3-property chain, we don't employ expensive kind of revenue management things because we're very different from the other properties. So that gives us our kind of optimal channel mix between direct versus, online versus OTA versus. Yes, so like I was just saying before, for us as a leisure, kind of property, some of our biggest producers are the offline travel agents, the people who don't have an online booking system. They still go to them, talk to them, and plan a holiday. And I think they find it very difficult to operate with dynamic rates. That's just been our experience, because they have a price and they know how much of the website that is, and they're able to confidently quote that to their customers. Now, if that keeps changing, they suddenly don't know if the price they've given to their customers are competitive or not. So for us, it's important to have a static rate, but it's not a similar rate for the whole year. Of course, we know seasons and off seasons, so we have the higher prices during Christmas and Diwali. We have the lower prices during monsoon, but that's decided in the beginning of the year, and like we make our peace with it. We do not change it after that, unless drastically there's a pandemic or something, but more often than not, we keep it static like that. That's important for our big partners.
Tell me something on a lighter note. Have you ever considered advertising your resorts as a place to get fresh air?
Yeah, I mean, I think this question derives from the earlier question of pricing parity. If we are very clear that every customer should pay the same price or somewhat the same price, then I think it's understood that I don't know about geo, pricing, different pricing for different geographies. People might do it, but maybe, I don't know, we don't do it. But yes, we do, like for example, we know that people coming from Europe to India, Karnataka is like say the 3rd trip. They go to Rajasthan, they go to Kerala, and then they come to Karnataka. It's never the first trip. So we want to incentivize the British tour operator or the German tour operator to bring in business here, not by reducing the price that the final German guest pays. Rather, we reduce the B2B price to that particular agent, and we try to ensure that the price that any guest pays, irrespective of nationality coming in, remains somewhat the same. So we try to...
so it's more like an incentive rather than a price benefit.
Correct, because we spoke about pricing parity, and pricing parity is across the board. I mean, we try to ensure that, everybody coming in pays the same price, because again, we talked about brand reputation, and you don't want to be staying in a room to know that the next person paid 30% less than you. So that, if you're very strict on that, then it's a no-brainer that you don't have these kind of other things. Loyalty is an important thing, though. I think you need to make a guest who's come like 10 times feel a bit more special than a person who's coming for the first time. And there are ways to do that other than price. You could give them upgrades, and you could do
so it
those
would
kind
be
of things.
experiential rather than a price point.
You could do that. There is no right answer to that. There are different brands that do different things, but yeah, that's the